Hello, everyone. It is Pat. Happy Friday to you, and it is Good Friday. So I'm hoping you're enjoying your Friday. But I wanted to come on today. It's not my usual day to do a reading or anything like that, but I felt guided to come and do a video today with because we're so in the thick of this, and I felt like we could really maybe use a little upliftment. And I was drawn to working with Archangel Michael and the Archangel Michael cards for that, because Archangel Michael is an angel of courage. And I find that he's one that can help us to take decisive, appropriate action when it's warranted. Because I was reminded this morning of that serenity prayer, which is that, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change and the courage to change the things I can. But most importantly, the wisdom to know the difference. And I mean, personally, I think it takes a great deal of courage also to be able to accept things that we cannot change. I mean, we're all having to deal with this, the effects and the, this virus that came out, and it's forced changes on us that we did not choose or did not want. So we have to accept that, and we need the courage to accept that, and also to accept the new normal that we're going to be entering into when all of this is said and done. So, and Archangel Michael is he has so much power and energy, and he can really help us because a lot of us are really, we're wanting to do something, help in some way. We're wondering what the best action is to take, and Archangel Michael is one who can help us to make, when we call upon him, help us with the best next steps and what the best appropriate action is to take, and taking decisive action. So I wanted to call upon some messages from this card deck for all of us today, because I know, as I mentioned in my reading from earlier this week, we're really in the thick of it. I mean, this is, the height of, just kind of the height of it. That's the sense I get of it. And we got this Archangel card for us as the Archangel who's overseeing us for the week, Jeremiah. And you can see the peak, the mountain peak, and the dove flying over it. And it was just symbolic to me of, yes, this is the week where we're kind of finally getting to that peak, and we're going to be going over it. And what's interesting is, I mentioned at the beginning in that reading, I actually have a little correction to do, because in that reading I mentioned, which I did on Tuesday, that it was a new moon. And actually I was wrong about that. It was actually a full moon. And not just a full moon, but a super full moon, which is like a full moon on steroids. And what's been happening with many people I know that I've talked to is it's increasing our dreaming. And I have that often happen during full moons. I get a lot more dreams going on than I remember. And what's interesting is Archangel Jeremiah is an angel who works with helping us interpret our dreams. So if you've been having a very vivid dream life going on this week, you're not alone. And pay attention to them, because they often have important messages for us. Sometimes they show us issues that we're dealing with, or they give us some prophetic insights, metaphorically and literally sometimes, into things that are coming up down the road. But anyways, so I was calling on Archangel Michael for some messages to support all of us at this time. And I will show you the ones that flipped out, and maybe we'll pull one or two more. So the first one that flipped out for us is this one, let go of fear now. Okay, and it's definitely a message about where he's helping us, or he's here to help us, and especially if we call on him to intervene, to help lift the fear and the dread. Okay, Archangel Michael's sword, which he's always depicted with, isn't a sword to hurt things. It actually is a sword of light that helps to cut the energetic cords of fear, and helps to lift and remove the effects of fear from us all. Now, I know I've been watching a lot more news and media than I usually do, and I appreciate the media for the way it keeps us informed, but it is also an avenue that perpetuates a lot of fear. If it bleeds, it leads, as they say, and there's a lot that they put out there that projects, all sorts of, concerns and about the future and what that's going to mean. And they show all the kind of the dread that's going on out there and fear and worry, more so than the uplifting things, the uplifting stories, although they do show some of that too. But Archangel Michael's message with this card is that we are on the right path. We're going in the right direction. The efforts that we're making with all this social distancing and the wearing of gloves and masks and things like that, it's working. So keep doing it. Keep going. I want to find the... Oh, hang on. Sometimes I'm in the midst of my... Okay, here we go. Yeah. He wants to show you how to release any worry or dread so you can feel safe and secure. So that's part of what this card's message is. So that's part of what came out when I asked for all of us, his messages for us now and how we can work with him. It's really to let go of the fear of what might happen, what may happen, and he can help to lift that from all of us, individually, collectively. If you're feeling afraid before you go out to the grocery store or someplace that you have to go, ask for his protection to surround you, your car, and ask him to surround and protect your loved ones too. So the other message that we got was this one: to focus on divine and perfect health. So when we ask him to help lift the fear, it's about using your visual abilities, your ability to visualize, and your own uplifting energy to focus on well-being instead of sickness. Okay, see and visualize. Use your powers of visualization. We all know that's a very strong ability that we all have. So use it to see people getting well and to see the virus leaving, to see new measures, to see the hospitals getting the help that they need, both for equipment and additional just help, whatever it is that they need, and just put your energies into seeing things get better. So focusing on, obviously, and focusing on taking care of your own individual health, whatever it is and part of that is letting go of fear, because stress is a contributor to many kinds of illnesses. And I know I'm taking my vitamin C drink too, in addition to wearing a scarf. I don't have a mask at the moment, but I've been wearing a scarf and gloves, and I'm sure we've all been busy detoxifying our houses and doing the best that we all can in this situation. But let's see what his cards say. We'll ask for one more message. Archangel Michael, what else would you wish us to know? Would you like us to know? What else can you help us with? So let's see what message pops out. Whoa, okay. Well, he says shield yourself, okay? Take the steps necessary to, a lot of us are doing that anyways with the extra protective gear that we're wearing. You can call on him, as I mentioned a moment ago, to shield you. But it's about the personal action steps to take. Continue to take them, is what he's saying. Continue to take them. The human action steps to make sure that you're physically protected, okay? And continue to use caution in the situations that you're going into, okay? So there's a mixture of messages there. He's saying, let go of the fear. Don't get too caught up in that. Keep doing what you're doing. We're going in the right direction. Keep focusing on health and well-being, but yet continue to, use caution and shield yourself. Take the steps that you need to do that. So anyways, that's a little bit of, I just wanted to share that with you, and felt called upon to pull out some cards today from him. So take care, everyone. Stay well. And I look forward to speaking with you again very soon.